y'all, so today we are running some errands. We're stopping at Mob for some food first because I'm hungry. But we have to go get a new lawnmower. We do have a ride on lawnmower, but it needs to be looked at. I don't know if it's just like a new battery or something. So in the meantime, the grass is growing, and we want to don't want it to get too bad or whatever before we get the ride lawnmower looked at. So we went into Walmart to go pick up just like a little push lawnmower. Today we also scored some blueberry bushes and some elderberry trees. I got 3 and 3, so 3 blueberry bushes and 3 elderberry trees. They probably won't produce for a few years. The blueberry bushes probably produce in about 3 years. The elderberry do have to be planted in full sun, and we've already kind of been getting the gist of like how the sun works in our property. So I have an idea of where we're going to put the elderberry bushes. The blueberries, I'm not too sure right now. I've been thinking about it in my head, but I guess when we get back to the property, then we'll see where we want to place it at. We're also going to put down some seedlings of herbs. We have we have a lot of things. We have mint, curry, and it smells like the seedling literally smells like straight up curry. So that's gonna be interesting. But some other seedlings we have besides mint, curry, I have a few different types of mint. Now when you're planting mint, you are supposed to be careful because it can spread. To be honest, I've never had that issue. And I don't necessarily mind that issue, to be honest, because we go through mint pretty crazy. Well, just me alone, I can go through mint. So I don't necessarily really mind that problem, but in the other past times where I've grown mint, I never had that problem. So we'll see. I got some lavender. We have some, really don't remember what else. I don't remember. But that's all gonna go in one little area, and I'll show you guys when I'm transplanting them into the ground. So in the right in the front of our house, there's like a little circle, and there is some rose bushes. I'm not a fan of rose bushes. Even when I was gardening before at another place, they was primarily some rose bushes, and to be honest, I took them out so I can plant other things. They're very annoying to me. I hate the thorns, and to be honest, they just don't look cute. I'm sorry, I don't like them. So I'm gonna utilize that space as kind of like the chef's garden. Chef's garden typically is things like you want to have herbs and spices that you can basically just go right outside and grab while you're cooking. So that's chef's garden. So that's what that's going to be. And then I'm thinking about the inside perimeter of the chef's garden to have some lilies. When we were in Walmart, they had lily bulbs. I was hoping they had some tulip bulbs, but they didn't. So I was like, oh, okay. I've never actually grown flowers from bulbs or anything from I've never bought any of that. I've grown flowers and herbs from just a seed, but not tulip bulbs or things like that. So I'm gonna do that as a perimeter, and we'll show you what that looks like. Here's mine. I was actually not supposed to have jalapenos on mine. Jazz was, but this is mine. I got artichokes, basil, the red peppers, garlic cloves, artichokes, olives. I passed on the vegan cheese today. And he was actually supposed to make me a mini pizza, and he ended up giving me a regular pizza, but whatever. This is Jazz's. He has everything. Wait. I think they switched this because so they messed up our pizza. But that's okay. Basically, I'm supposed to have olives. Jazz not supposed to have olives. Jazz specifically said he did not want to taste olives, and I told him heavy olives are mine. But it's okay. And I did not want jalapenos, which typically I actually do get jalapenos. And this time I didn't want them because I feel like they were too hot last time. So now I'm transferring toppings because we didn't have time to wait for our pizza to be remade.
My bad. You got it. You say you doing your thing.
Okay, so this is gonna be the chef's garden here. So I'm gonna uproot those there, all the rose bushes, and then yeah, pretty much replace everything with herbs, kitchen herbs. And then I definitely don't think I have enough lily bulbs to do the whole perimeter, unless I like space it out a lot, but we'll see how that goes. We do have some calendula at the old place. But I think in the summer, or like as it gets hotter, they might die off. I'm not sure. So we'll see if we can transplant those. Oh, spider webs. We can transplant those possibly into here too. I'm gonna use a small shovel, like a hand shovel. I'm gonna see how deep the soil already is. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is I just have some like hedge scissors, and I'm pretty much just clipping down the weeds that are kind of overgrown in these raised beds. The raised beds is just regular old plywood screwed together, and then we are going to place some weed barrier on top of that. Jazz was just going through and picking up some well-rooted ones. Whenever you get weed barrier, you want to make sure that it's not like chemically treated to stop weeds from growing. So the one that we have is not chemically treated. It lets air, water, minerals, all those things through. It's a very thin, like black thing. So basically, what it's going to do is going to smother the weeds or things that we don't want growing underneath. So that we don't have to like dig up anything. We're just going to lay that on the top and then put our soil on top of that, and then our seeds. I don't know what's going to go in this bed. We have to go look in our seed bank.
Yeah.
But I do know that we need to get some okra down. Did you bring the okra seeds?
I believe so.
Yeah, so maybe we can do. Okra gets really big, but
Yeah, I know it does.
I feel like we should do 2 beds of okra, like 3 beds of okra, really. I don't know. How did the sun work over here?
It's sitting now, so it's over there. So them trees block it once it goes on that side,
Yeah.
obviously. So as it's coming up, for the first half of the day, it's getting
Okay.
mostly sun.
I think we can try our hand at some okra in those beds. So this is how we're just laying that down. Just just one layer, that's all you need.
Everything, even the older portion was throwing up.
Can you saw branches?
Yeah, I was doing that, but
I mean roots or both?
I mean everything was good, but
Okay, y'all, we are talking to. So there was rose bushes in the circle where we're trying to do our chef's garden. So we are uprooting them, and it's definitely work because they're well rooted. So we've been shoveling them out and trying not to get stuck by the thorns. We have one that's really rooted, so I think Jazz is trying to like use the mini saw, electric saw. But we are like
this.
yeah. See? Dang, that's crazy. Dang, that's crazy. It's almost taller than me. Oh my gosh. You're still going. Come bring it up next to me.
Huh?
Y'all, this how rooted this one was.
And it popped off. This popped off, so there's still a little bit more in there. Yeah. Compared to you, it's about the same.
I'm 5'3" and a half. And I have on
Let's stretch it out. I'm sorry.
I was gonna get a thorn on. Some boots on.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're like 95% done with uprooting. Then we're going to we can probably take a hoe and or a rake to rake up the residuals like little grass and stuff that's growing. And then we want to transplant our herb seedlings into here. One thing I did notice is that this is more of a clayish type dirt. It does hold water pretty well underneath. What is that? You heard that?
Huh?
What is that noise?
I don't know. You heard it too? Look, growling.
No, it's not growling. It's like it's an animal. I don't know what animal.
I know,
it's not growling though.
I don't know.
It's not growling.
Nothing growl to me. I don't know what that is.
Is it a woodpecker?
A what?
A woodpecker.
I think it is a woodpecker. I think it. No. Yes, it is a woodpecker.
Yeah. That's a loud woodpecker.
Because I kept hearing them the other day too.
Oh yeah, that's
Somewhere
crazy.
Somewhere up there. I was looking for them. I'm like, man, you over there making you a nice house somewhere.
I know. We've been having some. So when we first started coming here, we noticed there was like no birds. Like there was like the big birds that fly high, but we didn't have like no colored birds, no red birds, no chickadees or anything like that. So those are something that we noticed. We also didn't notice any butterflies. Babe, I seen some butterflies today. Yeah. So we put some bird feed out. We still actually have to put more out and probably some honey, like some nectar, so that we can get more birds, because we want to create like a really friendly ecosystem so that our plants will thrive. We want to have as much pollination as possible, and with the birds also come like the butterflies and stuff like that, and bees. So we did actually, I seen 2 butterflies today. And the whole time I was coming out here, like looking at the place, coming here for inspection, doing our final walkthroughs, all the stuff I didn't see. I was looking for them and I didn't see any. So definitely the bird feed alone. We didn't even put all our good bird feed. We didn't even do all the nectar and stuff like that. I do want to do like a little bird bath probably in the middle of the chef's garden too. So just things to bring good pollinators. Okay, so we're gonna finish picking everything up and then kind of decide if we want to directly transplant or do we need to make some amendments to the soil, just because it's very, like I said, it's very clayish and I can tell it holds a lot of water underneath. So, oh, that is a freaking crawfish.
No, it's hard too. I don't want it to pinch me, but it's trying.
Oh my gosh, it pinches?
Yeah, they pinch. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Crawfish, yeah.
Where'd it go? Get a little shovel for me.
Where's my...
Here, use this. Oh no. Y'all, this is y'all be eating? Y'all be eating these mud bugs?
This is what y'all like, huh?
Y'all like to have those with Tony Saturates and butter?
You know, somebody fresh out the mud. Fresh out the mud, though. Come here, buddy.
I was just saying I haven't seen.
There you go.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep, that's him right there.
Y'all eat that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all eat
where's the
that?
water? Rinse them off, and you can see exactly what it looks like. Come on, I'll show you. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh!
There you go.
Y'all eat these things?
You see him claws? That mug will. He on the defense right now. See, he on the defense. Watch this. Watch this.
Dang, he's so big.
He ready to attack. Watch. Watch. Oh, because you know it ain't. He gonna rise on your ass. try to pick them up or whatever, you gonna
Oh my god.
so you gotta pick them up from the tail.
Why do y'all eat these?
Quick too.
Okay, go put him in one of his little. He gonna bury himself right there. He
Yeah,
gonna bury himself.
wherever,
on his
yeah,
own?
wherever. Yeah, he gonna pretty much find some burying.
I don't want him to die or nothing.
I mean, yeah, I don't want him to die.
You gonna put him in one of the crawfish holes?
No, you find his own way. Yeah, I don't even want him over here. I'm really trying to keep things PG on this.
You should put him underneath where all that water is like underneath the deck.
Okay, come on, buddy.
Where he not over here.
Come on, you get all defensive. I'm trying to help you out, so you might want to just take the ride. Take the ride before you. I thought you were going to the neighbors and make cookies.
Or the dogs will eat you.
I know that.
See, we trying to be good. We trying to be good Samaritans.
They get a munch on you, guys. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So you found us some lunch.
See under there, babe? Raw that water. All right, off to your new home.
I should put you in somebody else's hole, because they'll attack.
That's not nice.
Go ahead, go rob somebody's stuff.
Is that his antennas? No, that's that's a pine. I'm like,
there you go.
oh, look at him go. Bye, Cray Cray. Dang, he on the move.
Yeah, he's gonna go bury himself. Go find him in the hole, bury himself. Find him a spot.
To think that somebody would say,
Dang,
I'm gonna boil this.
Oh man, I wonder what that
I'm gonna
would be
boil
like.
this and season it and suck the head.
Go back to my work.
Okay, now this was a challenge. Okay, so first of all, getting them roses up was a challenge. They were very well rooted. So now I'm going through and I have like a steel rake and pretty much like agitating the soil and picking up all that. You see all that green there? We pretty much want that out because we're replacing it with herbs for the chef garden. So I'm picking through it and Jazz is picking away at it, like getting all the green parts that I picked away. Huh? What you say? Yeah. Oh, I need some water. Okay. What time is it, babe? 8? Okay, so it still looks like evening, but like it's not dark. So that's what we got done so far. So we got all the.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot of work together.
It looks like it ain't shit. But we pulled up the rose bushes. That was hard. Some of them are well rooted. Now what I've been doing and going through with the rake and uprooting other like weeds or plants that we don't want there and kind of messing with the soil so it's ready to just plant in ground. And then Jazz is going through and pretty much raking up away all the grass clippings and weeds and stuff like that I picked up with the rake so we can get it done a little bit faster, more efficient. I think there's a before video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a video from before we started. And now it's about to be 8 o'clock. You can see it's getting dark, but we are about to finish up shortly.